Welcome back. This is the Stay Active Away from Home meeting of Prevent T2, the CDC's Lifestyle Change Program. Today we are going to talk about staying active away from home. Before we begin, look at your action plan from the previous session. What went well and what didn't go so well? Staying active when you're away from home can help you prevent or delay type 2 diabetes. Today, we will talk about some challenges of staying active away from home and ways to cope with them. And as always, we will create a new action plan. Whether you travel for work or for pleasure, it can be challenging to stay on track with your fitness goal when you're away from home. Let's look at an example. Please turn to Sherry's story on page 3 of this module's handouts. Sherry's story. Sherry is at risk for type 2 diabetes, so she takes a walk with her neighbor each morning. She also rides a stationary bike after dinner. She's been meeting her goal of being active for at least 150 minutes each week at a moderate pace or more. Sherry and her husband are planning to visit some old friends over Memorial Day weekend. It takes 6 hours just to drive to her friend's house, which means a lot of sitting. And once she gets there, Sherry won't be able to walk with her neighbor or ride her stationary bike. She's worried that she won't reach her fitness goal that week. Sherry finds ways to stay active during the drive. She and her husband make time for a 2-minute fitness break every 30 minutes. They stretch and walk around at each stop. Sherry tells her friend that she's being active to prevent type 2 diabetes. She invites them to join her. Sherry and her friend Anne take a walk each day. It's a great way to get to know the area. Anne suggests going out in a canoe. Sherry has never canoed before, but she gives it a try, and she loves it. Sherry has no trouble reaching her fitness goal that week. She's glad to know she can stay active away from home. Now let's talk about some challenges of staying active away from home. Think about what makes it hard for you to stay active when you're away from home. And what are some ways to cope with these challenges? Challenges and ways to cope include: I'm too busy seeing sights. See sights while you are active. I'm visiting friends or family. Look for activities that they can do with you. I have to travel a long way. Do leg lifts while you ride. I don't know my way around. Walk inside a local mall. I can't use my fitness center. Pack a resistance band. I don't have my workout buddy. Be active by yourself. Please look at your action plan journal and spend a few minutes making a new action plan. Keep in mind what worked and what didn't work well for you since our last session. Are there any changes that you want to make? Also keep in mind what we discussed today about staying active away from home. Remember to keep your action plan realistic, doable, specific, and flexible. As you can see, you can still be active away from home. You just need to be a little creative. And if you do get off track with your fitness goal, it's not the end of the world. The important thing is to get back on track and prevent similar lapses in the future. Look at Sherry's story on page 3 of this module's handout. Between now and our next session, please write what makes it challenging for you to stay active when you're away from home. Also complete how to cope with challenges on pages 4 and 5. Write your own ideas in the column that says other ways to cope, and check off each idea you try. To learn more about getting back on track, see the Get Back on Track handouts. We have come to the end of our meeting. Today we talked about some challenges of staying active away from home and ways to cope with them. Next time, we'll talk more about T2. Thank you for coming to this session.